beautiful, welcome back. Essential oils are powerful healing tools in menopause when the right one is selected for the right job. There's a lot of information available about the use of essential oils to heal various medical conditions, and if you're like most people, you use a go with what smells good approach in selecting which ones to use. Unfortunately, they can also be detrimental to certain health conditions, so selecting and using correctly is vital. In this episode, I'll help you understand the top 7 essential oils that can help ease your menopausal symptoms and get you back to feeling like yourself again. I'm Dr. Kyrin, and this is the Menopause Boss. When approaching menopause, there are so many varied symptoms that we have to deal with that we need all the help we can get to feel normal and like ourselves again, right? Like Suzanne Summers says, there are the 7 doors of menopause. There's itchy, bitchy, sweaty, bloaty, sleepy, forgetful, and psycho. We could probably add a few more. We may have to contend with them all. The bottom line is that most of us need knowledge, tools, and support to live our best lives as we age. Essential oils are wonderful gems of healing that are relatively inexpensive, widely available without a prescription, and easily portable and usable by almost anyone. They can be so powerful that sometimes I feel like writing an actual prescription for my patients for them. Luckily, none is necessary. These oils shine when it comes to dealing with the 7 doors of menopause and beyond. If you haven't already ventured into experimenting with the use of essential oils to promote health and healing for you and your family, then you're in for a treat. If you're already a devotee of the craft, this video may give you deeper insight into making smart decisions for uses you hadn't thought of. There's something here for every woman, even if you're not in the menopause yet. And don't worry, if you saw the interview I did for the Essential Oils Transformation Summit recently with Health Talks Online on the top 10 essential oils for hormonal balance, this is a totally different take on the oils that specifically benefit menopause. So if you're ready to learn the top 7 essential oils to use to alleviate menopausal symptoms, click the thumbs up button below and we'll get started. I'm going to jump right into the oils themselves, but also want to cover the best ways to use them. I'll do that at the end of the video, so stay tuned for that. The number 1 essential oil to use to ease menopausal symptoms is Clary Sage. This flowering herb from the Mediterranean basin is also known as clear or bright eye due to its traditional uses for eye health. Now it has a much wider application of uses, including in menopause, because Clary Sage contains sclereol, a compound which mimics the effects of estrogen in the body, meaning it's a phytoestrogen or plant-based estrogen. It can help to balance hormones by stimulating estrogen receptors. In addition, it's a nerve tonic and assists in alleviating mood disorders like irritability, anxiety, and depression. Diluted Clary Sage oil applied to the bottoms of the feet helped reduce hot flushes in one study in menopausal women. Please note that because it has estrogenic properties, that any woman diagnosed with an estrogen-dependent cancer should not use this oil. There are many oils that behave similarly as phytoestrogens in the body, and it's best to check if this is the case if you've got a hormone-dependent cancer before using them. So some other benefits of Clary Sage that may ease menopausal symptoms include stress reduction. In another study, women who were to undergo a stressful medical procedure reported that inhaling the oil produced a feeling of relaxation and helped reduce their blood pressure, a key indicator of the body's response to stress. It has been shown to decrease stress by reducing cortisol, the stress hormone, by 36%. Clary Sage also helps improve thyroid function as demonstrated by a decrease in TSH, the hormone that controls the thyroid that's usually elevated in hypothyroid disorders. It's also been shown to alleviate pain and promote restful sleep, an answer to common complaints during menopause. Although Clary Sage is used in a variety of perfume blends and in alcohol as a flavoring, you'll need to see if you enjoy its scent. Although I don't love the way it smells, I still use it for medicinal purposes. And as with any advice I give you, you'll have to decide for yourself if it works for you. The number 2 essential oil for alleviating symptoms of menopause is fennel. Fennel is a flowering plant species. It's in the carrot family and it's indigenous to the Mediterranean. It's widely used as a seasoning in cooking and also to flavor the alcoholic beverage absinthe. Fennel tastes and smells like black licorice. So if you don't like licorice, you may want to use this one in small amounts, blended with other oils to dilute it. Although fennel is best known for its digestive healing capacities, so things like decreasing gas, bloating, constipation, and spasms in the GI tract, it also is a hormone balancer. Fennel is a phytoestrogen or plant-based estrogen as well and stimulates the production of estrogen by the adrenal glands after the ovaries have stopped functioning at menopause. It has been used for thousands of years for its effects on the female reproductive system, and the oil can aid you in feeling better during the menopause. A study done in 2017 of 79 Iranian women found a statistically significant reduction in menopausal symptoms with the use of fennel. But just like Clary Sage, fennel should not be used by women with estrogen-dependent cancers. In addition, it should not be used by women with epilepsy. The number 3 essential oil for alleviating symptoms of menopause is bergamot. This oil is extracted from the peel of the bergamot orange for medicinal purposes. Bergamot can assist with menopausal symptoms of anxious and depressed feelings as hormone levels drop. It helps to decrease feelings of stress and can increase energy. It's also useful as a sleep aid and a natural pain reliever. So it's a great one to use at bedtime as well. Please note that this is not a good one to use directly on the skin as it is phototoxic and can make the skin sensitive to sunlight and cause irritation. The number 4 essential oil for alleviating symptoms of menopause is lavender. Lavender is a beautiful purple flowering plant that yields a lovely smelling oil, commonly used in perfumes and scented products. Lavender is known as a relaxant and stress reliever and has been documented to reduce stress by lowering cortisol. It has a sedating effect and aids sleep, so it's ideal to use at bedtime. Lavender may increase serotonin release, and this may be the way that it helps alleviate depression and moodiness. Most people enjoy the scent of lavender, so this is a good one to carry with you to use wherever you are as a stress reliever. One study found that smelling it directly from the bottle for 10 minutes significantly reduced cortisol levels in women who were waiting for their doctor's appointment, which is sometimes a stressful event. The number 5 essential oil for alleviating symptoms of menopause is rose oil. Not only are roses beautiful to look at, but also they produce a luxurious scented oil. Rose oil is a natural aphrodisiac in both men and women. It also improves the happy hormone serotonin and thereby improves mood, helping to alleviate depression and anxiety. Rose oil is commonly used in skincare products because of its antioxidant properties that help with anti-aging. One of my favorite blends of essential oils includes rose oil. I'll share the recipe with you at the end of the video so that you can make your own. The number 6 essential oil for alleviating symptoms of menopause is geranium. Geranium oil improves mental functioning and uplifts the spirits by reducing stress, anxiety, and depression. In addition, it helps to alleviate pain, a common symptom in menopause. In one study, it significantly reduced the pain rating of labor in a cohort of women. A study in Korean women in 2008 demonstrated a decrease in hot flushes, depression, and pain in menopausal women who were massaged weekly with geranium oil in a blend. Geranium oil is wonderful for the skin and can help alleviate myriad skin conditions in the menopause and beyond. So it helps things like dry skin, eczema, and dermatitis, as well as helps with wrinkle reduction. So use this and maybe you won't need Botox. Research completed in 2010 demonstrated that geranium oil was useful in the prevention and treatment of neurodegenerative diseases, things like Alzheimer's, which is exacerbated in the menopause when the hormones drop. Beyond these effects, geranium oil assists with immune system function, and it's a great antimicrobial agent, especially for skin infections. So start thinking about how you might incorporate this one into your daily routine. The number 7 essential oil for alleviating symptoms of menopause is neroli. Neroli oil requires 1,000 pounds of hand-picked flowers from the bitter orange tree to be produced and has an intoxicating citrus and floral scent. It's a native of Africa and Asia. This plant actually produces 3 different essential oils with varied uses. But for menopause, the oil from the flowers is best. Inhalation of neroli oil has been shown in a 2014 study of 63 menopausal women at the Korea University School of Nursing to improve their symptoms as well as to lower their blood pressure and their pulse and their serum cortisol. These are all markers of a decreased stress response in the body. In addition, estrogen levels improved after inhaling neroli. Neroli oil's other benefits include use to prevent seizures, repair and regenerate skin, as an antimicrobial to treat infections, and to decrease blood pressure and cortisol, reduce pain and inflammation. Next, let's talk about how to use these essential oils for safety and maximum benefit. As stated previously, many essential oils that improve menopausal symptoms are phytoestrogens, which means they're plant estrogens. This means that the way they benefit menopause symptoms to a large degree is due to their stimulation of the estrogen receptors in the body. Because of this, if you have estrogen-dependent cancer or other estrogen-dependent conditions like fibroids or endometriosis, that you should avoid using these oils. This is certainly true for the number 1 and 2 oils I've mentioned, Clary Sage and Fennel. Other oils can be highly irritating to the skin when used undiluted and applied directly to the skin. And some can sensitize the skin to toxic effects from the sun. This is certainly true for bergamot, so make sure to educate yourself on the safe and effective use of essential oils prior to buying them and just going for it. There are many ways to use essential oils, and here are some of my favorites. You can inhale it directly from the bottle or place it into a diffuser that emits a diffuse mist containing the oil continuously or episodically. I usually diffuse lavender and lemongrass on an intermittent schedule throughout the day to help me stay focused and alert, that's the lemongrass, and calm, that's the lavender. Using the intermittent setting on my diffuser allows one filling to last all day and also decreases the chances of going nose blind to the scent throughout the day. A diffuser is a wonderful way to experiment with using essential oils as it's not contacting your skin and it's delivering a smaller dose due to dilution. Sometimes the undiluted oil can be strong and cause skin irritation, so it's best to check on a patch of your skin before using it directly on your skin to see if you react to it first. Diluting it into a carrier oil provides less intense options that can be used in a variety of ways. You can add several drops of one or more essential oils to a carrier oil, such as shea butter oil or grapeseed oil, and place it in a roller ball bottle or a larger dispenser to use to apply to small patches like the bottoms of your feet or pulse points or large areas, such as with massage. I've placed drops of essential oil on my carpet to diffuse naturally and almost always use oils when taking a bath, maybe 5 or 6 drops. Oils with specific medicinal purposes will often have unique ways to apply them, and tea tree oil comes to mind. It's a terrific antimicrobial and can treat a variety of infections. Depending on the type of infection, for instance, a sinus infection, it will need to be applied in specific way. So for a sinus infection, you would use a dilute solution in a neti pot, for instance. Generally, the oil you are using and the indication you're using it for will largely determine the mode of application. Once you learn the rules, you are free to break them. I would summarize the rules as follows. First, check a reliable resource to see if the indications and contraindications for the oil suit your purposes. I really like my friend Dr. Josh Axe's website, as he has cataloged up-to-date information on essential oils. Make sure to check for hormonal interactions like I've mentioned. Second, smell the oil and note your initial reactions to it. We all have an innate sense of what's good for us and what's not. Although some oils, like tea tree oil, have a generally universally offensive odor, it's used most specifically as an antimicrobial to treat infections and doesn't necessarily have to smell good. Once you use it to treat a few things that you might have needed a prescription for, you easily get past the smell of it. Third, if it's one of the potentially skin toxic oils, test it on your skin in its undiluted form. Touch the tip of the bottle to your skin and let it dry for a while to make sure that you don't react to it adversely. Fourth, get to know each oil individually and how it affects you before combining it with others. Just like getting to know your friends one-on-one at first, before having them all over to your house, because you never know how they'll behave at a party until you know them individually. Lastly, let your creativity fly. Some of the most sublime uses of essential oils come from custom blends that you will create for yourself for your unique purposes. Just like that wonderful dish that you make that everyone requests that you bring to the potluck because of the exact right ingredients, you will similarly likely find your best use of essential oils in blends. I'll leave you with one of my favorites to alleviate anxiety and help calm you down. It's a blend of rose, lavender, and vanilla essential oils in the carrier oil of your choice. Placed in a rollerball bottle that you can carry in your purse and use on pulse points, the bottoms of your feet, or just roll onto the palms of your hands. Rub your hands together briskly for a few seconds and then inhale. It's a wonderful calming pick-me-up throughout the day that I never get tired of. I'll put the exact recipe in the show notes below so that you can make it for yourself. I hope you enjoyed this video and that you'll share your essential oil experience with me in the comments section below. Which oil are you excited to try after watching this episode and why? Let me know in the comments section. Please click that thumbs up button if this was of value to you and hit the subscribe button if you'd like more information on how to be a menopause boss. Clicking the bell after hitting subscribe ensures that you'll be notified when a new episode is made available each Tuesday. Until then, stay beautiful. I'll see you in the next video.